Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video. So I want to talk about Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, City Girls. Maybe I'll throw Foxy Brown in there. Who knows? I just want to talk about all of this that's been going on lately. Please be sure to like the video. Make sure you are dropping your comments throughout the commentary. Please keep all comments respectful. I'm going to give a disclaimer. For those of you who have been listening, watching my videos for some time, you know that I am a lover of all things hip hop. Old school hip hop specifically. 90s NYC hip hop and rap. So I'm giving my thoughts and opinions based on my love for the art of hip hop, right? Not because it's this group against that group. I don't subscribe to none of that. I want to make that clear. So to all my hip hop heads, my true hip hop heads, if you want to have a discussion, drop down in the comments. Foolishness about team this, team that, team this. Nah, we're not doing none of that. This is for the hip hop heads, the OGs. You understand? And the newbies too, because some of you younger folk really do your homework and study. So I just want to have a discussion. I want to start off by saying that I think that Fat Joe is a clown, straight up. He was never, no disrespect to him, he was never one of my faves. And I say that because recently Lil' Kim was on an IG interview, I guess. She was on an IG live with Fat Joe. And I just want to know, why is it when a female rapper's career either takes off or, not really takes off? When a female rapper's career goes south, it's all their fault. They're blamed, they're clowned, they're shamed. Oh, they broke. Oh, they fell off. Oh, they whack. Oh, they this. Oh, they that. I feel confident in saying that a lot of the issues with the ladies in mainstream hip hop stem from the men that put them on or control their careers. Could be women too, but I'm not talking about the women, behind the scenes. I'm talking about the men. Lil' Kim, Biggie, she credits Biggie for giving her that Black Marilyn Monroe-esque vibe. Diddy was involved with Lil' Kim, Big Fendi. As far as Foxy Brown, Jay-Z, Nicki Minaj, Big Fendi. Remy Ma, Fat Joe. City Girls, I guess P and Coach K. It seems all good, but there's rumblings that it's not. Cardi B, quality control and her management. Not that she has bad management, but there's men. There's very popular, rich, wealthy, powerful men behind a lot of these female artists, these female rappers, right? So anyway, Fat Joe, again, he considers himself, he did an interview with Lil' Kim the other day. He considers himself the Puerto Rican Oprah, and he calls himself Jopra. So he did the IG live with Lil' Kim, and as usual, Lil' Kim was asked about the new ladies in hip hop. He found a slick way of asking her about her not being given her flowers and people not paying her homage, all of that same crap. And Lil' Kim, I love Lil' Kim, by the way. Lil' Kim falls for this question all the time, man. And I'm so, it's just old. She has said before that she does not want to be asked about Nicki Minaj and all that beef. She said it before on radio stations. And she also said, on the Breakfast Club, when she did the last interview that she did, she said, why is it that every time when I come here, y'all asking me about her? She's referring to Nicki Minaj, which I don't ask her anything. Charlamagne's like, yeah, we do ask her. Lil' Kim's like, no. But I think that Lil' Kim, she wasn't really paying attention to the questions that Joe was asking. He found his slick way to ask certain things. He asked her, who would you put on a ladies' night remix? Because, Lil' Kim did Ladies' Night with Angie Martinez, Missy, Left Eye, and Lil' Kim kind of got a little bit confused, flustered, or she kind of stopped herself. She said, she basically said that with her and Remy on the song, she doesn't know. And Fat Joe's like, nah, the new girls. Why, Kim? Why did you even answer that IG live? Anyway, let's take it back. Let's take it back. Back in my day, right? It was Kim and Foxy, Kim versus Foxy. Then it turned into Nicki versus Kim. After that, Nicki versus Cardi. And now I guess it's the City Girls versus Meg Thee Stallion, JT versus Nicki, because she dissed Nicki before in a rap freestyle that she did back in the day. And it's like, what? Where did that come from? Listen, in my opinion, the men that manage these women are the ones who financially benefit from this. Yet, they are never called out. They're never freaking called out. Let's be clear. Some of these ladies, they do pass their shady remarks. There's no denying that. But I wonder, what are they being told behind the scenes that causes them to want to make some of these shady comments, right? Like, it's possible that they just may not like one another. That's very well possible. But I'm telling you, these men behind the scenes, they're benefiting heavy off of this. So let's talk about Big Fendi, right? Big Fendi, he's credited for discovering Nicki Minaj. You know, he linked up with, he's the one that connected her to Lil Wayne. So, you know, Nicki Minaj used to freestyle, and is it the Smack DVDs? I forgot what it's called, like where, you know, they back in the day, they used to have like these freestyles and they used to put them on DVDs, and everybody used to like watch people freestyle and things like that, and they would sell them. Fendi, he would sell them. You'd plaster whosoever the hottest, you know, freestyler, underground, unsigned rapper was all over the cover of the CD. Or the DVD, yada yada. So Fendi was the one responsible for encouraging Nicki to mimic Lil Kim's style. Don't fight with me. He said this himself. Before you get in the comments and Nicki ain't. Big Fendi, this is a Fendi fact. Big Fendi admitted, he said himself that he wanted Nicki Minaj. That's what she was going by. He changed her name to Nicki Minaj because he felt that that would sound more sexy, salacious. It would be, you know, a lot more tantalizing to market. He wanted her to dress up and portray herself like Lil Kim. Again, he said this himself. He claims he did it to pay homage to Lil Kim. However, he wasn't being 100% honest. He figured, you know what? She could mimic Kim's style. Her rhymes are hard. So this would be great money making for him, right? He was trying to be funny, and he was also trying to make money. Now, Nicki ended up linking up with Deb Atney. That's Waka Flocka's mama, right? And she told Nicki that she needs to get away from Big Fendi because he's trying to market her as another Lil Kim. And he wanted her to have her cookies all out, spread eagle, all like, you know, another sex symbol. Fendi didn't like the fact that Deb Atney was kicking some real true game, telling Nicki how to handle her contracts. Don't sign no contract with Fendi because you be broke. He just wants to use you and make money off of you. So Fendi didn't like any of that. And he accused Deb Atney of brainwashing Nicki. So Nicki, she ended up moving on to sign with Cash Money. And Lil Wayne was credited for discovering her, right? So she signed with Cash Money Records. They had their little group, Young Money, with Drake, Tyga, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj. There was another girl, a part of Young Money. If you know who it is, then put it in the comments. But I think there was some static with her and Nicki. Nicki wanted to be the only girl, kind of like a Junior Mafia type deal. I'm just saying. Lil Kim was the only female a part of Junior Mafia. Anyway. So Fendi, he was given like $15,000 for his contributions, you know, he made for discovering Nicki and told to go along about his business. So Fendi, he thought that that was an insult because he came up with the name Nicki Minaj. I think he bought the rights to NickiMinaj.com. He says he's not giving it back to Nicki. He just felt slighted. I'm the one that discovered her. I'm the one that created her, packaged her up. You know, I linked her up with Young Money. I guess he thought that Nicki Minaj was going to take him along with her. She didn't. That's just the way the business works. Anyway, so let's move on to Fendi and Kim, right? So I wanted to change the picture from before, but anyway, so Fendi and Kim. So after Nicki and Fendi fell out, right? Who did Fendi link up with? Lil Kim. He trash talked Nicki Minaj, on the internet. He was on the Breakfast Club. He trash talked Nicki Minaj. If y'all remember what I'm talking about, drop down in the comments. Let me know. And he said that Nicki owed him much more than $15,000. Like I said, he felt slighted that Nicki signed with Cash Money and he only got $15K when he was the one that created her. See that? I created you, so you are indebted to me. That's the attitude. So a few months ago, I'm kind of skipping around or whatever. A few months back, Fendi and Nicki, they reunited. This is when she was on the set of her Queen Radio, and it seemed like they hashed things out. They recorded this for Fendi's podcast. He has a YouTube channel called the Big Fendi Podcast. I think that's the name of it. So he kind of hashed things out with Nicki. So I guess it's all good now. But this beef with Little Kim is partially Big Fendi's fault. I believe it's partially Big Fendi's fault. I do. How do I want to attack this? Deb told Nicki, right, not to mess with Fendi, because if she did, that she wouldn't be in the position that she's in now contractually. Because y'all know that Nicki is about her paper, she's about her business, she's getting paid. She seems to have her stuff, her contract in order. Like her money's in order. She charges buku dough for features. She's about her business. I don't know if it was always that way when she signed to Cash Money, but it seems to be all right now, So Kim foolishly linked up with Fendi. Why? Even though she knew Fendi for some time, she did know him for a while. Everybody in the industry knows each other. Fendi wouldn't be able to come near me at all with any of that drama. You mean to tell me you styled up Nicki to mimic my style, to take my style, and you claim it was homage, you was talking trash about me. Kim, what were you thinking? Kim is also upset, rightfully so, because she was supposed to do something with Young Money, specifically Baby and Slim. Slim and her, she said she known Slim for a long time, Little Kim, that is. She said this is all over social media. You could just type it in on YouTube and find this information, right? So Little Kim was supposed to have a deal or something set up with Slim and Baby. So she said she knew Slim for a long time. All right, makes sense, right? And they basically were souping her up. Yeah, we're going to put you on this, we're going to put you on that. They were in the studio, they were building rapport, creativity was flowing, recorded even a couple of songs, and it didn't really work out for whatever reason. Come to find out that they chose Nicki. Certain songs, certain flows that Little Kim had when she recorded songs with Slim and Baby for Cash Money, she noticed that Nicki had that flow. Some of the songs mimicked what Little Kim had recorded. All of a sudden, now Nicki Minaj is working with them over there at Cash Money. And Little Kim is trying to call them to try to get an understanding, like, what's going on? Nobody's answering the phone. Dissed her. Can you imagine that? Think about that for a second. So what I see these men doing is they soup Little Kim up. They, get in the booth. Let me see what you got. Probably gave her some hot beats. She wrote some stuff. Used her to study her, only for them to sign Nicki. They had no intention of signing Kim, but they made her think that that was the case. And remember, she knew Slim for a very long time. She never had any beef with Cash Money. So she believed that these people were really about to work with her and they about to do some real business. But all the while they were using her. These men using her, studying her, trying to see what they can get. And then next thing you know, Little Kim hears Nicki Minaj is signed with Cash Money. And some of the unreleased songs sound similar to what Nicki is putting out. What's up with that? See what I'm saying? And who made money off of this? These men. They chose Nicki. So do I think Little Kim is blackballed, right? Because some conversations that I had with people, this is kind of like a podcast style. Thank you if you guys are listening. I really appreciate it. Anyway, let me continue. Make sure you're hitting the like button. some of my peoples, we talk hip hop a lot, music, old school, new school, yada yada, right? So is Little Kim blackball? I think to some degree, yes. I think that she is. When Biggie died, right? Diddy and Kim, they fell out. She was talking her talk about things that went on at Bad Boy and behind the scenes, and Diddy didn't like that. Y'all know how he gets down. Then there was the whole Notori Naughton situation, who played Little Kim in the Notorious movie. Biggie's mama even said some unfavorable things about Kim, and Diddy didn't defend her. Yikes, and please be advised. I don't. Some of you, I see some people in the comments are a little confused. Hopefully, most of you know this. Please be advised that Kim was never, ever, 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 ever signed to Bad Boy. Never. She was never signed to Bad Boy. Right? Junior Mafia, none of them. Little C's and all of them, they were never signed to Bad Boy. But Diddy is credited as producer on some of Little Kim's songs, right? So maybe, I guess because of the affiliation, a lot of people assume that she was never signed to Bad Boy. Anyway, Diddy only reconciled with Kim when he wanted to do that Bad Boy anniversary tour because he knew he needed her. Like, come on, you can't do a Bad Boy anniversary tour without the Queen Bee. Are you serious? That doesn't even make any sense. It's bad enough Biggie is no longer here. Craig Mack wanted no parts of it, okay? They did a documentary showing the preparation that it took to get the tour, going. I forgot what it was called. And there was a scene where they were on the phone with Craig Mack before he passed away. Rest in peace, Craig Mack. And he was just like, nah. I can't do that. At the time, Loon was locked up. Loon is home now. So it was like Diddy needed Little Kim. He needed a couple of other people. So I think that's what caused them to kind of reconcile. And Diddy was even trying to get Little Kim and Faith to hash out their beef. Why? Because he wanted to use them to make money. He didn't care all these years prior that they was beefing. He didn't care that Biggie was dealing with Little Kim, and then here comes Faith, and it looked better visually. Y'all know what I'm saying. So Biggie ended up marrying Faith, not saying that they weren't in love, and then all of a sudden Little Kim becomes deemed the side chick. She gets tossed to the side after she was holding it down for Biggie all these years, way before Faith came into the picture. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it's all to benefit these men, some of them. And I'm making a point to say this for a reason, because I think, like, we can get lost in all the hype, man. Like, this is a mess. So anyway, so the Bad Boy anniversary, Diddy don't care that Faith and Little Kim were beefing all. He didn't care. He wanted to make that money. So come on, yeah, let's come together. We a family. Little Kim agreed. To me, here's the thing, right? It makes no sense to me, right, that Little Kim got all this respect back in the day, even now, all the respect that she had in the industry, that she has in the streets, and the projects that she put out recently, especially the most recent one, lacks decent production. Little Kim is people love Little Kim. Some people think she's corny, she's washed, she's tired. That's fine, but we can't take away that Little Kim left a mark on the industry as it pertains to female in hip hop in general. Like, we can't take that away from her. So how is it, right, that she's loved, respected by so many? But what's up with her production? Her production is her mixtape? No. Her album 9, what's up with that? On top of that, Diddy did a song with Nicki. Ouch. How do you think that makes her feel, right? So what some may see as Kim being bitter, I see it as that she's hurt. She was loyal to a lot of people, and the ones that she expected to have her back didn't. Like, I would be upset too. Kim did time, because she chose not to speak up about certain things. And she, out of the whole crew full of men, she was the one that took that You mean to tell me none of these men could have taken nothing for her? I mean, they're not obligated to, but I'm just saying. Everybody talks about, yeah, 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 we down for you, we down for you. But when it comes time, this is what Little Kim was saying in the Fat Joe IG video. You know, people always talk about, oh, they give me homage, but they only give me homage after they steal my style. Like, but behind the scenes, they don't show me no love. You know, Kim's influence, like I said, can't be denied. You know, hater or lover, I think there are a lot of things that she can't say. You know, maybe, you know, she probably's hush. You got to keep hush hush about this, and she can't say that. She probably has NDAs and all this other stuff. So it comes across as she's like a bitter diva, you know. No one asked Kim about her, like, in interviews. They don't ask her about her choice to work with certain producers on her recent album. Why won't she link back up with Diddy to help her produce some of her music? I mean, you know, we all know what Diddy gives, but I'm saying if you want a good hit, he produces hits. We can't deny that, right? Or he has produced hits, right? These are just some of the questions that I have. Like, she did a record with Rick Ross on her recent album 9, and he didn't really promote the song. Like, does she still want to record music? Has she fallen out of love with recording? Like, how does she feel about the sales from her 9 album? Why did it flop? Like, these are some of the things that I will want to know, and I'm pretty sure that other people will want to know too. I don't want to hear about homage, her influence. She's the queen. Like, these so-called interviewers are whack. Straight whack. Like, I have come to realize that I am not going to get hardcore album Little Kim, and I'm okay with that. But if she is still into making music, like, what is her strategy now? These are the questions that I would be asking. I don't care about who copied who. Look, I know she does, and I get it, but I don't care about that. Not in 2020. Like, years later, we still talking about the same stuff. Look, a lot of these wardrobe stylists, this is something else that I wanted to, that I pointed out in a conversation, and I wanted to incorporate in the commentary. A lot of these wardrobe stylists, makeup artists, hairstylists, they have their faves, right? And they will use anyone they work with to recreate their favorite looks. Like, let's say you have a wardrobe stylist. You're a new artist, you come out, and he or she grew up in the Little Kim era, and they studied all things Little Kim, you know, study the designers that she rocked. And you coming into the game, and you probably don't even really study fashion like that, and that wardrobe stylist dress you up like Little Kim. Then it's, oh, you copying Little Kim. Little Kim did this look. People recreate looks. Fashion repeats itself all the time. You know, but I'm not saying that Little Kim, her complaints aren't valid. But I want to know some other stuff, Kim. Like, how did you find these producers that you use for your mixtape? Like, what's your flow? What's inspiring you now to make music? Like, you don't like that old Little Kim sound? Is there a way that you can merge the two? Like, this new sound with the auto-tune that you're doing with the old sound? Like, I'm going to ask some real live questions, yo. Not about, like, who recreated a pose. I don't care about that no more. Like, I never did. Let's talk about the music. Why haven't you linked up with Diddy? Is it a fight? She probably won't even answer that, but is it because it's a money thing? Because I'm pretty sure Diddy costs money. You got to pay a pretty penny to work with Diddy, right? What's up with that? How much you charging for features? How much are other people charging you for features? Not everybody wants to talk collab. People, the female rappers and artists were doing collabs back in the day. Y'all don't remember the I Wanna Be Down remix? Collab. Ladies Night? Collab. Moni Love and Queen Latifah? Collab. Like, let's not do this. This collaboration thing is not new. You see what I'm saying? Things repeat themselves every so often. And you know, Fat Joe, you an artist. You really dropped the ball with this one. You was really a chatty patty. In the words of Dame Dash, you really were a chatty patty. You mean to tell me that you are an artist and you've been in the game for so long? You worked with Biggie. You worked with Diddy, kind of, sort of. Like, you know all these people in the game. And you choose to ask Little Kim about some chatty patty stuff? Man, that's whack. Little Kim says she don't want her flowers. She want a bag. Right. Why aren't producers reaching out to her? Because they think that she's washed up? But they will get on these platforms. These men will get on these platforms and say, yeah, Little Kim is the queen, and then won't work with her. I think that's what she was trying to say. I don't think that she was taking shots necessarily at any female. She could. But yeah, you say you love me, you hold me up on this pedestal, but y'all don't what's up? What's up with the collaborations? I don't know, y'all. I'm so tired of this, man. I'm so tired of this. So Nicki, she ushers in a new wave, a new sound. She's giving bars, she's giving metaphors. Her delivery can be rough, rugged, and she can give you the love songs, the poppy. She's versatile, talented writer. She takes her craft seriously. She lets it be known. So she's a grinder. She's definitely a grinder. And also she's under the tutelage of Lil Wayne. We know he's a beast, right? So Nicki, she's accused of not paying homage. She did. She paid homage, man. Like Little Kim, as well as her diehard fans, they feel like Nicki is not doing enough. Nicki, she threw her shade as well. Little Kim said, Nicki was nasty to her and she doesn't understand why. She's rolling her eyes. She's taking shots and other people don't see it because they don't want to. Not saying that she's lying. That very well could be the truth. You know what I mean? And let's keep it real. I think that was due to the fact that she acknowledged Kim, but the public and some of the public and Kim possibly wanted her to do more, Nicki that is. And Nicki has to worry about making money and making sure that she is not getting screwed contractually like so many female MCs before her. She has work to do. I get her frustration with people pressuring her to bow down to Kim and telling her that all the time, especially she's in the game, she's doing her thing. And every interview, she's asked the same thing, just like Little Kim. And it's annoying and it gets old, so I get it. And I'm not dismissing any of Nicki's so-called catty behavior or any of Nicki's shots that she threw. Rap is a competitive sport, yo. And these male rappers, they do it all the time. They take their digs at whoever. It is what it is. What I think is maybe Nicki Minaj was trying to force Kim back into the studio. And when Little Kim did that, what the heck did she call that album? Pink Friday? Pink Friday, I think it was called. Bad idea. Who is managing Kim? I never thought that was a good idea. Pink Friday was a bad marketing move on behalf of Little Kim. But that's a whole nother topic. So now you got someone new that the powers that be can use for their agenda. They want to get Nicki out of her spot. Why? My opinion, Nicki can go toe-to-toe with some of your favorite male rappers. She's proven that. Some of them probably didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? And she's not dainty and sensitive about it. She is very aggressive. She is very dominant. She's very strong. And she knows she's good. So some of these men probably didn't like that arrogance or that, like, who does she think she is? I also feel like she did the pop thing. And when she wanted to change over her sound, the higher ups and some of the public, they didn't take her seriously. They weren't feeling that. They were like, please, you're a pop princess, or you went pop. You was hitting us with itty bitty piggy. Then you started going pop. We ain't feeling you. You a sellout. She has been scrutinized a lot as well. But Nicki, she definitely does have her business in order. She comes across as a B word because she doesn't let like the men in the industry dominate her. And her pen game is nice. You can't deny that. She was arrogant to some, and she wasn't a yes girl. Nicki can come off a little bit arrogant. I did remember when she was at the Breakfast Club and she was very nasty to the cameraman, and I wasn't really feeling that because he wasn't in a position where he could cuss her out and possibly lose his job. He wants to keep his job, but she was very nasty to him, so that I didn't really care for that anyway. So Nicki, she basically she wasn't afraid of these big wigs as it pertains to the higher up. So I guess they got tired of her. So to shut her up, what do? They don't play her songs on the radio. They snub her at award shows. They create this narrative about her to make her less appealing to the masses, but we all know that the Barbs are not letting that happen. So Nicki, she wants it her way. She is not interested in playing or faking with these industry cats. She wants to do it her way, and that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. She may not like to hear criticism. She just wants to do it her way. It is what it is. You know, I'm not saying it's right, it's wrong, but obviously it's working for her to some degree. So Cardi B comes in. That's where they usher in Cardi B, right? All of a sudden, it's Cardi versus Nicki. That motorsport song caused a lot of beef between Cardi and Nicki. Am I right? Tell me if I'm right. And I believe that Migos, they had something to do with it. That's just my opinion. Just like what happened with Lil' Kim and Nicki. Baby and Slim from Cash Money, they were behind that. It made them money. You know, it got ugly with them. You know, at the Harper's Bazaar event, shoes were being thrown, elbows were thrown, a fight broke out. And the fans didn't make it any better. You know, they picked their sides and they stayed there. And if you didn't pick a side, you were labeled a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't subscribe to all of that. You can have your darn opinion about whoever or whatever. If you're a consumer of these artists, you can have your freaking opinion. Who cares, right? All of this is making somebody money, right? All of this. So just recently, the City Girls, they said that they would work with Nicki Minaj. So Young Miami said that, you know, they haven't worked with her. So that would be a good thing for their career. You know, they got dragged for that. They were dragged. Oh, y'all phony. Now y'all want to work with Nicki when you was just shading Nicki. You were Team Cardi. Young Miami, she did an interview with the Breakfast Club a while back. This is when JT was still locked up. And Charlamagne, he asked her about Cardi and Nicki. And Young Miami said, you know, she didn't want to get into that, you know, but she is Team Cardi because they're a part of QCP or whatever the heck, management company, record label, whatever. They're all affiliated with the same people. And she said that Cardi has always supported the City Girl. And all right, no big deal, you know, but nope. They got dragged. Now y'all want to work with Nicki. Y'all so phony. Everybody want to work with Nicki. The City Girls' last album did not do as well as they expected. The album was leaked, allegedly leaked. Yeah, right. And it's not doing well so far. So doing a song with Nicki Minaj right now would definitely be lucrative. Like, duh. Like, do I think what Young Miami said about wanting to work with Nicki was wrong? No. Why is that wrong? First, y'all don't want beef. Y'all want unity. But then when Young Miami says that she's willing to work with Nicki, she phony. What do y'all want? Y'all want these ladies to beef? Y'all don't want to see some of y'all don't want to see these females collaborate. Y'all don't. You only want to collaborate with Nicki for a number one. Who doesn't want their song to go number one? Duh. This is the music business. Those girls are contractually obligated to make their record label money. If not, they will be canned and shelved and will probably be in debt to the record label and management companies. Some of these artists are in really crappy deals. And what we think is shade or some of them being phony is usually their management and their label telling them who they can and cannot collab with. Trust me when I tell you, who they can and cannot publicly support, who they can and cannot post and retweet. So y'all be thinking sometimes that, oh, it's shade, they didn't retweet and post this. Some of these artists can't. Their contracts are really bad. Really bad. These men that manage some of these female artists, what they do is sometimes they smut these women out. They convince them to sign these crappy deals. They take ownership of their work. And then when they're no longer of any use to them, they toss them and sign and promote the next hottest girl. So if you see some of these women come off as bitter, they very well may have a good reason to be. For real talk. Sometimes you can't always talk what you know, so I'll just share my opinions, right? These managers and these labels, they are milking them dry. Not just the female artists, the young male artists too. But I'm talking about females in hip hop, so that's why I'm saying that. And yes, the artist definitely has the option to not sign these bad contracts. But when you're young and you want to get out the hood, because a lot of these girls, isn't it interesting that their come up stories they're all the same. Not even, they're the same. I got kids. I want to get up out the hood. So what does that tell you? Are these people intentionally seeking out a specific type of girl from a specific demographic, jazzing them up, smutting them out, and making $1 off of them? Why are these girls' stories the same? All of them are the same. Same can be said for male rappers too, but we're talking about females in hip hop. So when you're young, you want to get out the hood, and you want what they tell you is a better life. You have kids to take care of. It's easy to convince you that this record contract is the best thing since sliced bread, right? When you're desperate and all you see is dollar signs, they tell you whatever you want to hear. These artists are disposable, right? And as long as the next girl is willing to get raunchier, nastier, and willing to do whatever these managers and these record label CEOs tell them to make money, like as long as they're willing to do it, then the cycle continues. Out with the old, in with the new. That's the mentality. And you know what I can't stand? I can't stand that the legacy of some of these ladies will be who they beef with. Meanwhile, some dude is laughing all the way to the bank. Like, think about that for a second. Somebody is laughing all the way to the freaking bank. And I said all of that to say, some of these men that are around these women do some shady-ish. And they use these women, and the women play right into it, and the media spins it, and then you have another rap beef. It's these women are all, it's easy to pit these women against each other. So easy. And yes, the men do it too. They do it to the men too, but I ain't talking about the men. I'm talking about the ladies. And it's sad. Imagine you're influential in hip hop. You're breaking records. You're iconic to some. And then your legacy is what people remember on your way out, I guess. People remember you as beefing with somebody, or even, while you're still in the game. Oh yeah, that's the one that was beefing with this one. That's a shame that's what some of these women's legacy is going to be. So that's my theory on the matter, and I'm sticking to it. So tell me what you think. Again, my hip hop connoisseurs, my lovers of hip hop, this video is long. Get down in the comments and let's chit chat and talk. Let's talk about behind the scenes, what's going on. I don't want to have any petty conversations, man. I really don't. Like, it's counterproductive, And if you guys saw that Fat Joe and Little Kim Instagram video, tell me what you think about it. I cannot believe Fat Joe, who is a veteran in the game. He's not one of my faves at all. You really got on that interview and was a chatty patty? Really? What a total waste. What a total waste. I couldn't even watch all of it at once. I had to take breaks or whatever. So if I missed anything in that, put it in the comments and let me know. Please keep all comments respectful. I really want to have a fruitful dialogue with you guys. Shout out to all of my fellow lovers of hip hop. Just let's get down in the comments. Like the video if you liked it. Share it. I don't mind. So these are my thoughts, man. And hopefully you can open my eyes to some things. Hopefully you can feel where I'm coming from. But I love this. I love hip hop and, the friendly competition and the stats and the data and the charts. I love this stuff. So, but some of these women, man, it's just a shame how they're being just used and manipulated. A lot of people in the music industry are. And it's just so unnecessary. And sometimes the fans and the supporters don't make it any better. They'll hype these people up to incite beef. And then when they're no longer interested in you and they move on to the next girl, you're left there like, now what do I do? All right, this is long enough. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. Can't wait to read your respectful comments. I'm signing off, but I'll be back soon. Until next time. Peace.